Oh, I remember one Christmas, and it was Christmas Eve. And it was in the morning, and Mother were outside the door talking to the next door neighbour, and all of a sudden we heard this awful noise up in the chimney, and we kids started screaming because we thought Father Christmas were coming down the chimney. And it were a bird up in the chimney. We were in there screaming because we thought Father Christmas was coming down the chimney.
My brother was born on Christmas Eve, and we weren't allowed down the stairs. And I never liked it. We couldn't come down because Mother had the baby downstairs. I hated it. And we scribbled all over the wall, "Please, can we come down?" We did.
And we came back from midnight mass and had a nice supper of ham and all the trimmings. And then on Christmas Day, the priests, Father Henry and Brother Anthony used to come in and thoroughly enjoy themselves. They used to have a very good meal.
We delighted the Salvation Army come round with their bands.
That's right, Salvation Army, yeah, they used to come round with the band and sing carols, didn't they?
We were sat in the kitchen, and it was a great big black leaded stove in the thing, and it started snowing. And I don't think I've ever seen snow like it, whether it was because I was such a small child, but the snowflakes seemed as though they were as big as saucers, and it was magical that particular time.
I can remember one year when my aunt got married, and she got married on Christmas Day. There was snow on the ground, Drop Hilton, and in a village. My sister and I were bridesmaids. We had to walk up to the church, and then we come back from the church to my grand's cottage, and all had our photo took outside in all the snow.
I hope you had warm dresses.
We did have velvet dresses with gold collars on.
All the family always went home to my grandfather, and we lived just in the next road to him. So they used to come and stay, and we used to put them up. We used to take the mattress off the bed, put it on the floor, and sleep head to toe, and one thing and another. And then on Christmas morning we all went round to my grandfather's. My brother and I used to go round about 10 o'clock, and he would still be in bed, and we always went upstairs, knocked on his bedroom door. "Happy Christmas, Grandpa," and we always sang him a carol.
I was one of 7 children, so we had great Christmases. Push the table back, have dances, play shove halfpenny, that sort of thing. Real family Christmases.
Yes, I can remember having a doll, which I love dolls, and I had 2 brothers. And I had a doll and a pushchair. I went for a walk around the village where I lived at Milbourne St Andrews, and the doll's head came off. And my brother said, "Good, we can have the wheels for us." So I said, "No, you can't."
It was me and my sister, that she was a bit younger than me. She used to get very excited for both of us, I think.
When I was little, we always had to go to my father's parents for Christmas, because my grandfather was a station master, and he got the Mac Fisheries shop gave him a turkey at Christmas, and a provision shop gave him a big hamper with all sorts of goodies in it.
We hated to go to Christmas tea with Auntie because she would bring out this willow pattern tea set, which was her pride and joy, and you sat there with the cup and saucer, like this. Am I going to break it or not?
It was a very quiet Christmas, especially for a child, and I didn't have a really nice Christmas until I was about 20. And we no longer went to my grandparents.
The dining room, the table literally filled it, because my grandfather had a pub, and so he got the table with all the extension leaves and it literally filled the room. There weren't enough chairs to sit on. There would be about 20 or more of us sitting round. Yeah, and I remember sitting on my grandfather's knee, and he had this little tablet on a plate in front of him, and he lit it, and it was a snake. It frightened the life out of me. It swirled round and round and round. I can remember that quite clearly.
My grandmothers, we had to be very quiet. In fact, in the morning, my parents had to go to early morning communion with her, but my grandfather was allowed to stay home with me because I was little. I was in bed, and I wasn't allowed to have my presents until after breakfast. Then my aunt, because she was disabled, she had opened the presents first, and then I was allowed to have them. So my mother used to sneak me a stocking in the bed when they went off to the church, and I had the little presents in the stocking.
It was hilarious, the games we played. They weren't quiet ones. The worst one was Crazy Post, running all over the house, finding the post boxes, dashing up and downstairs. Every room in the house was used. And the people that made the most noise were the adults.
But Boxing Day was lovely because my grand's youngest sister and her husband used to come, and this youngest sister Alice was a bit cheerful, and they used to say to me, "If you don't behave yourself, you'll grow up like Alice." And they used to say, "Oh, I do hope." No, I didn't say it out loud. "Do hope I grow up like Alice."
And we used to get on our bikes and put our dresses in the back. And we used to go to Cadbury and those sort of places and have the evening there, singing and entertaining there. We used 2 girls, Margaret Helps and me.
My family have me for Christmas now. They make a great fuss of me, which I enjoy.
So what would you wish everyone at Christmas time?
Well, happy Christmas and the best of everything, you know. I've had some good times, mine, over the past. I really have.
I wish more people wouldn't think so much about money at Christmas. It would be better if they were kind.
We need a bit of peace in the world, most definitely. Yes, why people can't live together, you know, harmoniously, I don't know. But it doesn't seem as though we're going to get that back very easily, does it? No.
It's a peaceful time. Not all this fighting and that in the world, you know.
I just hope everything's all right for them and they have a good life. I hate them. I worry about people. You know, if anything go wrong, I'm a proper worrier. Too much greed. It's all greed. In all these countries out abroad, they need to get on with one another. It's all greed. We need peace in the world, and everybody's want too much. In our day, we couldn't have it, and we were happy. We were much happier than when they are today.
That's when you miss people most.
It's just a wonderful happy time, as long as everyone's healthy and happy.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
It is the atmosphere at Christmas when you get together with your friends and your relations and that.
Especially when they sing, "We wish you a happy Christmas."
That's right, yes.
How does that go then? Can you sing me a bit of
We wish you a
that?
Merry Christmas. Go on, Lily. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Great tidings of joy we bring to you now.
So I don't know all the words.
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Can we leave all this after?
If you want to, I guess so.